Okay, hello, welcome everyone to the fifth part of this week's lecture series. And my name is Dhiman Goswami, and
I am Manu Yadav.
yeah, and together,
We welcome you to the Common Math.
yeah, the Common Math. So, the Common Math is the community to which we welcome you, and where we are always going to ask the why, we're always going to start our engines. This is the place where you can start your engines before the race. So, you must come here, and we all are here to learn, to understand why the world around us is the way it is. So, and the first thing and the first thing which we are discussing, and the main thing which we are discussing in this week's lecture, is reasoning, as reasoning is the vertebrate of mathematics, and the why of it. So in the previous part, this is the fifth and the final part, let me tell you everyone, for this week, and we are up for this week's YouTube upload. After that, you can find us, or you can join us on our Telegram group, which is by the name The Common Cold, where you can cool off, you can talk with our peers, you can talk with us, and we can together solve problems. So there, if you want to solve problems, if you have any problems, then you can come to The Common Cold. So getting back to our lecture, the final part. So in the previous part, we were defining the very skeletal definition of reasoning we gave, and it is thought process. This is the process to arrive at sensible, that is, logical decisions. Okay, and with that keeping at the back of your head, we were also questioning that everyone and anyone must have at least once come across this phrase, somebody stating in front of them that a life is like a rat race, right? But the paradox or the irony is that the observation is that the rat doesn't race. Have you ever seen rat racing? No, it's just running around. It's just it's activated kind of. So why we should be? So my thing was that we should be a rat. Okay, so why we should be a mouse? So the question. So as the why we put the name mouse here is because it's a better name for rat, right? Rat seems like coming out of a train, and mouse seems like Tom and Jerry. Okay, so with that we went on to explaining that uh, it's not always why we should be the mouse is because the mouse follows a to and fro motion to achieve its goal, right? So the house if its house if its house if its home is here and the cheese is here, okay, wait, its home is there and the cheese is here. So the mouse doesn't straight away run out of its home and go and grabs its cheese. What it does, it comes out, it again goes back in. It comes out, it again goes back in. Okay, it comes out, it again goes back in. And then the next time it comes out for and goes a longer distance and again goes back in. And on the third time, maybe, or the fourth time, and by the fifth time, it achieves its goal. So what it's doing is it's relaying. So with this harmonic motion, the mouse is increasing. Increasing what? The mouse is increasing its
Comfort level.
Comfort zone. Okay, so right now in COVID, you must be listening that there is a red zone, green zone, buffer zones. So you must abide to that because these zones, so something like that. So keeping that in mind, so this is how you must increase your comfort zone, right? So even similarly, COVID also, It goes and attacks one household, it comes out, it goes in, and it's increasing and increasing, right? And we have to contain it. That's a very different example, but in education, I guess there's to and fro motion. So you must become Jerry, from Tom and Jerry, and that's why Jerry always wins, right? 80% of the time, Jerry has always won the battle in those 9 minute shows. Jerry always wins, and 20% time, because we have a soft corner for Tom, we let Tom win too. So with this in the back of your head, with this total Tom and Jerry theory, or with this total, to and fro motion, or the concept of increasing our comfort zone by stepping out and stepping in motions, this harmonic motion, we go to our next page, where we are going to be discussing about there is and I have felt, or like many students come to me and they ask this question that how to solve puzzles, puzzles. So the very main biggest puzzle and the game which is very famous that I want to put that I want to discuss before you go for yourself and try those puzzles, because is I want to state a game which was readily available in every computers. If you have ever owned a computer, you have played this game, and at some point of time, and it's called, okay, Manu, tell me, have you ever played this game? Okay, yes, true. Mind swipe.
Swipe. Is it swipe?
It was mind swipe, so it was Minecraft. It was no, not craft. It was mind swipe, mind sweep, something. Okay, so like the main idea. Come on, okay, please don't attack me. Don't attack me on my SW double EP, right? Mind sweep. Yes. I was like mind swipe. I'll swipe it off. No. Yes, true. It's mine. Right? You're sure, right? It's mind sweep. Okay.
And sweep.
Okay, SW double EP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens in this game is that you have it. So let's take a very simple game of it. So what do we do in this game? Everybody knows pretty much well. So if you don't know, let me just explain. So there are going to be grids. Okay, there are going to be buttons on your screen like that. Okay. So like that grids is going to totally occupy this outer square. Okay, there are going to be this kind of pixels, we can say. So at every pixel, either there is a mine or there is not a mine. Okay, so what you do, you press one button, and then what happens, that button shows 1. So what that 1 means is that around 1, all the pixels or all the blocks around 1. So what I mean is, what the game is about, that around that 1, this block, this block, this block, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So that 1 means that around you in this 8 blocks, out of this 8 block, only 1 will have a mine, and the rest 7 won't have it. Okay, so that's the way how you have to detect it. So if someone, or if one of the grids you pressed, and it says 5, then what will that mean? That will mean that 5 out of the 8 around you 8 blocks around you, 5 will have a mind. Okay, and if when you are certain that that block has a mind, you put, what do we put in that block? We put a red flag, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can mark a flag. Okay, the flag looks something like this. We can pin them. You put a flag that, okay, sir, there is a mine here. Okay, so that's how you sweep all the mines. So see, all the games which we have played or what we used to play have this basic discrete idea and a discrete knowledge of testing ourselves, of reasoning. So this needs reasons, okay, isn't it? So you have constraints in this puzzle. So it's like a puzzle, and it has got certain constraints, and with certain constraints, and always there is you have information. As soon as you press a button, so what happens, others, a few tile around it also gets pressed, and like you don't have to find any mines in those areas, right? So those numbers is, you call that, those are lucky presses, right? Or you can say that those points are the most most likely that you became lucky. So the same thing goes on with when you are solving or facing a reasoning puzzle in whichever field you are and wherever you are asked, or you're facing a problem inside a question paper. So yes, man, what's your take on this Minesweep game? Do you think it's a brilliant piece of reasoning, or brilliant piece of a game for brain training, or not?
Yeah, I think it does like help you build that analytical ability, but I've never played it that much, to be honest.
Yeah. So actually, that's the thing. So there were much more better games that in those times. So there was another game known as Quack. There was other name games known as Counter Strike. So if you start playing those games, then who will
You want Minesweep?
yeah, who is gonna play Minesweep, isn't it? But Minesweep is, I see. I'm telling the truth now. So when I was a very little kid, I computer was around our house since, you can say, I was 2 3 years old. So I've been around a computer. So I still remember my father, bringing the codes for a billiard game. So when it was just DOS, so when there was no operating system before that, so he used to code it, and then we used to play a billiard game on it. So in the billiard game, what used to happen? So you have to align the line and you have to make the shot. So right now, everybody know about this game, right? 8 ball pool. It's a very famous game, isn't it? On Google Play. So there are more than 100 plus 200 plus million downloads on this game. So in this game also, you see, you have to align the cue ball and your cue, no, such that it hits the ball of your desired, or your desired ball, and then you will see the angle at which point you have to hit it, and to which pocket the ball will go to, right? So the same game we used to play, but it was completely, black and white. If you have ever done coding, so it was just like that. So I felt that became the coding inside me. The writing part was what my father did, but the playing, the testing, or what we call nowadays, no, there's a very fancy word for it, the beta tester. So I was beta testing at that age itself. So I used to test the game, and my father would say, "Okay, do you feel all right playing the game?" And I would say, "So I don't remember what I used to say, but I used to love that game." So similarly, there was another game called Aladdin. before there was Windows 7 or before there was Windows 94, Windows 97, Windows 98. So there was another game known as Aladdin. So even that was that had a little more amount of graphic sense to it. So so I have evolved from those games, and those games are again coming back to our lives. What I'm trying to say is that the puzzles or the questions which we solve now are somewhere related to those games which initiated our BIOS, or like which initiated back in 1982, 1990, in those times when computer was processing. So that's
I mean,
where it happened. Yeah, come
all
on,
of
come on,
these,
tell, say Manu.
like these games or any of the reasoning puzzle questions that we get in the exam, all of these, they require some logical deductions, I think. So, like on that level, they are similar.
Yeah, the base level. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that they are totally, they totally superimposed together, right? But there is some root. So some mathematical root to it. So mathematical genesis or the root in all the things, but what we do, all the puzzles we face in our life, and all the things which we are doing right now are somewhere as what you can see, the as we say, the theory of everything. So something like that. So there is something common. So this mathematical base or the architecture is pretty much common in every aspect of our life. So if you can see that, then I guess doing any problem will be just mere adjustment. What do you say about that, Manu?
Yeah, right, right. That is too much.
Yeah. So means if I can see the grid, so yeah. Say what you were going to say. I guess I interrupted you.
Do you think people who play games or like the gamers, they have higher aptitude as in solving these puzzles or reasoning questions?
Um, I don't see. Yeah, see, I've also been playing, and I'm not a very big gamer or something that sort. But yes, I have examples of friends. Like out of 10, 6 of my friends are like good at gaming, and they are good at maths. So,
Okay. Yeah.
but still, that's not conclusive. It can be conclusive. So I'm not saying that you start playing PUBG 18 hours a day and you'll just, scheme through your GRE examinations tomorrow. So it's not that. So then what happens? So what I'm saying is that, as I said, it's a mere adjustment, right? So more and more you play PUBG, more and more you'll get accustomed to the adjustments that's inside the PUBG. Okay, are seeing that. So more and more, as I was telling in the second or third part, as we were talking about rigidity. So as soon as more and more you play, you become more and more, take the shape of that game. The mental, shape, or the quiver, or the shape which actually, or the block which needs to be put, or the chipset which is required for you to process the whole game and ace it, you get accustomed to that, and then coming out and doing the basic things might get a little tougher. So if you are a true genius, if you can, therefore is the biggest trait. So therefore the biggest trait a person, or a biggest trait that should we can conclude is, now please correct my spelling, okay? I guess there is a double D or single D.
I think that is a single deal.
Adaptability or ability. So you have to be adaptable. Okay, adaptive ability, I guess it is ability. Wait.
But there is a single D.
Okay, it's a single D, right? Okay, good. Okay, so you have to be adaptable. So what exactly I'm trying to say at the end of our this week's discussion, at the end of our learning process, is that we must be adaptable, or there is a very,
I
there
think
is a
that's a very explanation. How
flexibility.
you link flexibility, adaptability, how you linked playing games to solving puzzles in examinations.
Yeah, so means like I'm not, so you have to, as I said, so you have to put yourself in that position where you are learning, earning, and teaching and everything, I guess. So in the our stairway theory, which we discussed in our first in our previous parts. So in the stairway theory, so you learn and earn. So the learning part, we think that learning only comes by investing a lot of money and going to a very big institution, but everything and everywhere is learning. So from the alignment of your books to your kitchen's alignment of your cookery, all your books, not cookery books, mistake, all your utensils. Have you ever observed the shapes of your utensils? So they themselves are marvel. Every engineering marvel is you have bought and you have kept inside your home. And I'm actually very, highly obliged to this year 2020. Means you might take it other way. Don't take it other way. What I'm saying is that we are staying at home now, and this is the best time to observe the marvels that every genius and every personality has done, and you'll see the similarity in every one of them. So from kitchen to your book to your laptop to everything, you can see the pixels, you can see the matrices, you can link. So the more adaptable you are, the more flexible. So the more flexibility of mind you have, I guess that person will ace, or will have an edge over not having adaptability. So as we say now, that person has 200 IQ, that person has 80 IQ, that person has 0 IQ. I guess that's a very, I won't say wrong, but I would say that it's not the very right yardstick to measure if the relativity of certain person to person's genius inside them. But I believe the person who has adaptability and flexibility, I guess that person will surely have a better edge. So we are already 15 minutes up, and I guess we are moving towards 20 minutes. We are already not 15 minutes. We are already 20 minutes up, and we are moving. We are doing overtime now. So so with this we end our this week's lecture and our this week's discussion. And I hope we have given enough keywords and enough keys to you. Now go and push the cards around. Go and search around what exactly you are looking for. Now I believe, and if you believe that you still need more, or you still need more of our community's support, then you can join us on Telegram, as I said earlier. Our Telegram group name is the Common Cold, where you can cool and chill off, and the link is down there in the description. So come and join us there, and we are going to be solving all types of questions that in the most common way, because after all we are the common people and therefore the common math. Okay, Chalo, saluting. My name is Dhimandev Goswami, and with me
Manu Yadav.
Yeah,
and
so
see you
and
next time.
Yeah, see you next week, and as soon as possible. Ciao. Bye. Thank you.